Hello, friends! Stephen Talbot here, of course, and today is Thursday, February the 15th, 2018, and it is my absolute pleasure to be recording this video for all of you guys to see. I'm going to switch things up a little bit and say at the beginning of the video that if you are not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It means a whole lot. And if you like this video in particular, please give me a thumbs up. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, or you think my white ass is cute, please let me know in the comments below. I hope, first and foremost, I hope that all of you guys had a wonderful, an absolute wonderful, memorable Valentine's Day with your friends, your family, your significant others, your partners, your husbands, and your wives. Mine was a little bit crazy. I will preface that by saying that I started early yesterday drinking. We went to a Mexican restaurant where we had 2-for-1 margaritas. I think I drank about 4 of those. Then I had 2 beers at my friend Mario's house. Then we went to Tribe and I had 2 LITs. Then I had at least 1 more LIT, if not 2 more, at Canvas. So the guy that I was talking about in my previous video, I called him up and I asked him to meet me out. And you know, the weird thing is, you guys already know that I wasn't really feeling right about it. The whole thing didn't feel right, and so I said I was going to leave it alone and I was just going to go out with my friends. But I ignored my gut and I ignored my intuition. And I called him up anyways. And I think as a result of that, the whole night was weird. Now, there could be a misunderstanding because I was drinking. That is certainly a possibility. Although my gut tells me that that's not really the case. I just feel like... have you ever met anybody that just sort of says or does... They're not always this way, but just says or does something that's mean just because it's mean? They're from a mean-spirited place. Or whatever they say comes from a mean-spirited place. And I very much felt that way. I had a great time, don't get me wrong. I danced. I was drenched in sweat. I flagged. It was a lot of fun. But the second that I would it would just be me and him one-on-one and we were talking, it was just weird. The whole thing was weird. Like every word that came out of his mouth was just weird and mean and hurtful and... I don't know. Like I said, I drink a lot. Maybe it's just what I didn't want to hear. But I don't know. It certainly could have been handled in a different way. And anyway, long story short is the reason I'm recording my video so late today is because I left my phone at the club, and I also left my car at the club or at the bar, and so I had to go get all that shit back today. Yeah, so here's what I want today's video to be about. I have talked about this before. Oprah Winfrey was asked recently after the Golden Globes, I believe, what is the biggest life lesson that she's ever learned? Her answer was that Maya Angelou once told her that she could save a lot of time, a lot of heartache, a lot of stress if she just listened to people's true colors when they told her the first time. And I think that is such a valuable lesson. And I think it's in all of our second nature. I think it's our nature to want to give people second chances. And I think it's our nature to want to believe that people have good intentions. And I think in the reality, when I'm older now, I'm 36 years old, when I look back at all the different second chances that I've given in my life to people, whether they stole from me or screwed me over in some way or, whatever. The truth is that they are still the same person that they were then. I don't think that my second chance has ever really caused anyone to turn over a new leaf, if that makes sense. So I think that Maya Angelou, and she's a wise-ass woman, and so is Oprah. I think that's a very valuable lesson, and I think that it behooves us to take some stock into it and to take a step back and think about it for a minute and think, when someone shows you their true colors, I think that we should listen to them because, we can let our insecurities get in the way, or our lack of attention, or our need for attention to get in the way, or whatever that this person in your life brings to you, whether that be laughter or some much needed attention or some affection or whatever. I think that we have to set all that stuff aside and really evaluate or really listen to their true colors. And like I've always said, I'm a big advocate of drawing lines in the sand. What is it that you will and won't tolerate in your life, in your relationships, in your work life, with your worker, with your employer, with your significant other, with your friends, your families, your aunt, your uncle? We all have to make these decisions. And I think if we don't draw lines in the sand, and if we don't, write down what we are willing to tolerate, then we're just sort of living life blindly. And I feel like, we really can't go to wherever it is that we want to go unless we have a roadmap. And so anyway, I'm gonna cut this video now because it's already been 6 minutes. I'm trying to get my videos to be shorter. I did have a great Valentine's Day. It did, like I said, it did get a little bizarre. I ended up going home by myself, which is fine. That's what I expected in the first place, and I should have never, messed with that dynamic. There could be a misunderstanding because I had drunk a lot. But I think I saw true colors, and I think that I'm going to take Maya Angelou's advice and, listen to those true colors, and I think that that's all I got. Anyway, thank you guys. I've already done my whole shenanigans at the beginning about subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me your comments. I love you guys so much, and until next time, enjoy yourself.